How you doing? Patrick here again. In this video, we're going to talk about why should we buy precious metals? Why should I buy gold and silver? Well, this is a perfect time to buy precious metals. Actually, any good time would have been a good time to purchase precious metals. 10 years ago would have been a good time to purchase precious metals. But unfortunately, in this country, we're not geared to purchase precious metals. Our government does not promote purchasing precious metals. And that's for a reason. China promotes their citizens to buy gold and silver. Other countries promote. India is one of the biggest purchasers of gold because of their culture. Their culture is very geared into gold for weddings and gifts and stuff like that. Gold is they're very big in gold in India. But China, which is believed to be the next superpower, tells their citizens to buy gold and silver. They promote it. When the next superpower with the biggest economy that's going on presently is telling their citizens to purchase gold and silver, that should tell every American something. Every American light bulb should just ring and say, wait a minute, why is that? But our government isn't doing that. Our government is not promoting gold and silver at all. Especially, it's not really, it's funny because, you see people on television, you see rappers, you see people with the bling bling with the gold and silver. But you don't see it in a sense where, and you don't hear it in a sense where it's talked about purchasing it as the mainstream. Well, we need to change that. We definitely need to change that, especially in the African American and Latin community, as well as the middle class white community. We need to change that. Every one of us should be taught. Every one of us should be discussing and having a lot of common knowledge regarding gold and silver as a store of an investment, as a store of retaining your wealth. We need to change. We need to change that. And we're not going to get that change from our government because it's not in their best interest. For example, right now, all the central banks are buying gold. They're hoarding the gold. While right now, the bears, the guys who are, the banksters who are saying, well, the gold is in a bubble. Meaning, yeah, it's not peaking anymore. This is it. It's not peaking anymore. While the banksters are saying that, at the same time, these same banksters are buying gold as fast as they can get it. Central Bank of China, Central Bank of Mexico, American Central Bank. Every central bank is buying physical gold, not paper gold, physical gold. So while the bears are saying, well, the price is not going to go up, even though it's been going up, the price of gold has been going up every year. They're telling you one thing, but they're doing another. That should tell you something. That should tell you that they're planning something. When banksters, these are the people who basically own the things that are surround us, the commercial things that are around us. When the banksters are basically buying something as a whole, they're not doing it because, okay, they automatically started loving gold all of a sudden. The central banks bought more gold in 2012. They've received more physical gold in 2012 than 20 years combined. So in 2012, all the central banks just literally just said, wait a minute, we want gold out of nowhere. Yeah. So if the central banks are doing it, what do you think you should be doing? Yes, buying gold and buying silver. Now, I'm not a dooms and glooms guy, even though I do respect the doom and gloom sayers, and they're probably correct. But what I am going to say is, it's time for the middle class, the average Joe, to actually look at purchasing physical gold and physical silver, not as a sense of, okay, jewelry. Now, if you have physical gold and physical silver as jewelry, that's good too, but not in the sense of a luxury item that you could show off and be like, oh, this is my ring. More as a sense of maintaining your wealth. In my previous videos, we talked about purchasing power and how gold and silver will maintain your purchasing power. We as a community, we as Middle America should start thinking in terms of why are the central banks doing this? Now, mind you, this is not Main Street news. This is not something the mainstream media is telling everybody. Oh yeah, all the banks are buying gold. They're not telling you this because it's not in their interest. Their interest is continue to do what you're doing. But if something happens with our financial landscape, having that gold and having that silver will help you out. Will protect you, your loved ones, your family members, your grandparents, your daughters, your sons, your husbands, your wives. It will protect you. Now is the perfect time to be getting into precious metals. It's never too late. Now, it would have been great if you got into it 10 years ago, 15 years ago, which some people would have. I got into it a couple of years back, and I'm glad I did. But it's ironic that we live in a society that's not promoting this. There are a lot of young people who are making great money, young professionals who are making great money, who've worked hard, who've achieved the American dream, or in the process of receiving or getting the American dream. Or there are people who are, just basically making it. Whatever your financial landscape is, you as an American have worked hard to get what you've gotten. You need to start thinking of how to really protect yourself. Some people protect themselves in IRAs, CDs, bonds. Bonds, that's another video. We'll talk about that. But you've worked hard for what you have. It's definitely time to start thinking about protecting what you have. And this fiat system that we have, I got a comment of my picture back there, the illustration of fiat money behind me here, the paper dollars that's come and gone because they were backed by nothing. That's what happened with fiat money. Fiat basically means no backing, currency that has no backing whatsoever. And all those fiat dollars that I have back there, they're not backed by anything. Once upon a time, they were backed by gold. But the minute that gold standard was taken off from the paper dollar, or the currency itself, it collapsed. It has happened. It has always happened. Fortunately, we sometimes have really short memory span regarding history. Until it re-happens again and say, what, we didn't see it coming. No, but the signs are there. But to protect yourself, now is a great time to purchase precious metals, gold and silver. In our next video, we're going to discuss, purchasing gold. There's a lot of different gold coins, gold bars, small fraction gold, 1 ounce gold. If you can afford, more than that, you got the 10 ounce gold. It depends on where your financial situation is. But we'll talk about that in another video. But now is the perfect time to purchase precious metals, gold and silver, palladium and platinum as well. But like I said in a previous video, gold and silver has always been considered money for 5,000 years. Not this paper that we think, we're used to now. We used to we just think this is what it's always been. It hasn't. Gold and silver is what it's always been. And there's a great chance that we may be going back to that in one form or another. That's another video as well. You worked hard for what you have. Husbands, wives, you've worked hard. Young professionals, you worked hard for what you have. It is time to start protecting yourself and your wealth. If you've been thinking about how to do so, precious metals is a great place to start. In our next video, and a video that we're going to be doing, we're going to be talking about gold. We talked about silver in other videos. We're going to talk about gold and what gold should you be looking to purchase as your first purchase. So yeah, subscribe, send me a comment, send me a message if you like the video and have any comments regarding what I just said. Please feel free to comment me. Subscribe. Follow Auramex on Twitter. Auramex.com is coming pretty soon. It's in its early stages. You can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and like I say, we love the feedback. So follow Auramex.com. Follow Twitter for our Auramex on Twitter, Auramex77 Twitter, and leave us some comments. All right. Have a great day. Bye.